Hi guys. I just got back from Envision, this festival that is in Uvita, and I've had quite a few people ask me what I learned, what my takeaways were, what I experienced, and so I thought I would just come on here and share them. And then when people ask me, I could just share this video. So I always go into every festival as if it's a medicine journey where I set intentions. One of the things that was actually a beautiful reminder lesson was that I went into this festival with zero expectation, like zero expectation. I had never been before. It was my first time going, so I didn't really have anything to compare it to. But even if I was comparing it to other festivals, or the reason why I hadn't attended yet was because of Burning Man, because I didn't know just how to swing them both, logistically, financially, everything. And so, I could have slightly compared it to Burning Man, even though in my mind I know that nothing compares to it, so maybe not. But anyway, I had zero expectation. And because of that, this festival, my experiences far surpassed any expectation I think I would have even set. All of my intentions were exaggerated. It was amazing. It was amazing. And I'll go through each of my intentions so that you can understand how it was exaggerated and how it was a medicine journey, how it was just a beautiful experience. So my first intention was connection. Connection with myself, connection with others, and connection with Mother Nature. And I deeply connected with myself on the dance floor. I really checked in with myself constantly, and I was really proud of myself for just following what felt good and what didn't, and not following my friends all around and just doing what they wanted to do. I really listened to myself, and if there are moments where I wanted to be with them and I made the choice to hang with them no matter what they were doing. There was just one day that I did that. But the rest of the time I just listened to myself. And if I wanted to go check something else out, I was just like, I'll see you guys later. So I really connected with myself and listened to myself and trusted my intuition, and it was beautiful. Connection with others. Wow. I made so many amazing lifelong friends where I just dropped in and talked with them deeply. I know I had zero surface level conversations for that entire week. Everything was deep, everything was profound, everything was intentional. And I really got close with people. And it's not always been an easy thing for me because I've always been a little bit of an introvert and haven't really put myself out there. And this trip, I was just able to walk up to anyone and everyone and meet them, introduce myself, make friends. Again, just really proud of myself because it's just a little outside of my comfort zone normally. And then the last one was connection with Mother Nature. And wow, this almost aligns with magic, which is my next intention, but there's the energy there, the land there is very special. And there's this beautiful big tree. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it right here, but they call it the forgiving tree. It's this big, beautiful, energetic tree, and so energetic. You will see people throughout the entire festival sitting on its roots, meditating on its roots, So I know that it wasn't just me that felt this tree. I could feel its pull multiple times, but only one time did I, because I was not necessarily on a mission at this point. The other times I've walked past it, I've been on a bit of a mission, so I just kept going. But this one time, I was walking down this path and I literally just started like moving sideways, getting pulled into the energy of this tree. And it literally like pulled me down like down into in between these two roots on the ground. I was just sitting there like this. And I could just feel the energy of this tree, like waves of energy going through my body, like sending me all of this knowledge and information, and just like the energy exchange was unbelievable. And I connect with trees. You guys know, if you follow me, you know I love trees. But this is just like next level connection of like penetrating energy. Wow, it was incredible. And after the festival, we decompressed by this river, by this waterfall. It was the most magical fairyland. And the whole time I was there, butterflies were just landing on me, and fireflies were like coming by me, and I could feel its little wings on my body. I literally felt like fairies were just flying all around me. There's one moment where there's all these little bugs that were just flying in this one area, and we just kind of like stopped and we were looking at this, and someone's like, I wonder, what is here that's causing all these bugs. And the first thing that just came out of my mouth was, there's a lot of energy here, a lot of like light energy. Like the bugs, they're attracted to light. And I was just like, like these plants have a lot of light. And I just kind of like went like this. I didn't even get close to it, but its little leaves started going, and I was like, oh. And then I started talking to it, and I was just kind of like playing with it, and it was just like would move its little leaves, and like every time I would talk, it would just like move its little leaves, and then I would stop and it would stop, and then I would talk and it would just like move its little leaves. And I just felt such a deep connection to these plants and nature and the butterflies and everything. There were so many amazing, beautiful animals and plants and trees there that I have never felt a deeper connection with. And I feel like it really like cleared. So I learned about I like created this potential job opportunity that would have been really, really successful for me, like life-changing successful for me. And there was a moment where I sat by this sacred fire, and I realized that I couldn't do it. Misalignment of energy between me and the partner that I would have had with it. I just felt a bit of just misalignment of energy. Just a little bit of darkness that I understood where it came from, but I just didn't feel like now is the time to partner with this person. So I grieved the thought of like success, not the thought of success, but like from that. But I felt like it was taking me a little bit away from Mother Nature. This facilitator who trained with the Shipibo tribe sat next to me at the sacred fire and just sang Ikaros to me, and I just cried and purged the disconnection with Mother Nature, grieved the loss of this business idea, clearing the energy between me and Mother Nature also unlocked that for me very deeply. So, okay, connection. My next intention was magic. I met a girl who, she was like, oh, do you speak any other languages? And the first thing that came out of my mouth was that I speak light language. After I said it, I even kind of surprised myself that I even said that. But then afterwards, she's like, "Oh, can you, do like a transmission for me?" And I want it to be around like the ocean and the wind. And I was like, "Yes," totally trusting everything. And I just like tapped into her, tapped into the essence, and I gave her a transmission. And afterwards, her friend was like, "Oh my God, what did you just do? What is this? Can you do one for me?" And I said, "Sure. Is there anything specific that you want me to focus on?" And she said, "No, just connect with me, connect with my essence, my soul, and whatever you feel I need." So I really, tapped into her essence, her soul, and this energy came through. It was very similar to the night that I was activated with light language. It was actually the same language came through me, and I spoke it to her. And then the same thing. I activated her light language exactly like how it happened for me. I did it to her. She's like purging, like releasing all this energy, and then she stops, and then all of a sudden just speaks it back to me, and I just start releasing all of this energy. And I was like, "Was that the first time that happened to you? Or tell me that's happened to you before." And she's like, "No, that was the first time." I was like, wow. I felt so cool to be able to give that gift back to someone. And in that moment, so I have known that I activate other people's gifts. I have known that for years, but I never had proof. It was just like a knowing. And in this moment when that happened, I was like, see, that's like, it was like a pure example of that. And maybe this was just with light language. I didn't know that I have the ability to unlock other gifts within people, but this was like a pure example of my magic and showing me exactly what I'm capable of and what I do and how I help people. So, connection, magic, dance. Wow. There's a friend of mine, Shayla, and we just one time on the dance floor connected our bodies. Her leg was my leg, arms were each other's arms, and we just contact danced like professionals. I've never danced, like I love dancing, but I have never danced like this before in my life, where we were just one, completely in flow, in movement, following each other. It was amazing. And then there was also this group called Amenti. They're a group that's pretty well known, a dance crew. And I took a workshop from them, and then I was able to actually dance with them on the dance floor one morning, when sunrise, and it was so special, and I felt so connected to my dance. And I was able to actually dance a couple days ago at a friend's birthday party, and I feel like that energy never left me. Like it wasn't just some special moment, like it's here, and I feel so connected to dance. And then voice was purging a lot of energy at the sacred fire around my throat chakra. But then when we went to the river after the festival, where I was playing with the fairies and the plants and coughing all the stuff up, and the plants gifted me a song. It's the most beautiful song from the plants that I was gifted, and I just opened my mouth and just started singing a song I've never sang before, the most beautiful song. It was so beautiful and magical and special. It really tapped me into my voice. On that same journey, I also healed a lot of sexual shame. I don't know if I've spoke at all about my childhood. If not, I will definitely go into it on a different day. But there's a lot of sexual shame from my childhood, and I was able to. And I don't know if you know this, but your sacral chakra, your womb, your vagina is connected mouth are one and the same, connected. So as I'm healing all these things sexually, I think that also is what brought in this song and helped clear a lot of things out of my throat chakra. So it was a really beautiful experience, healing experience. And then the last one was just play, and playing with the fairies and fluttering around like a little butterfly fairy the whole festival. It was so special and so magical and so wholesome and beautiful, with connecting to my friends, connecting with myself, connecting to my body, connecting to my womb space, healing, connecting to the fire, connecting to the elements. Yeah. So anyway, that was my experience with Envision. Anyway, I love you guys. That's it. Ciao for now.